the actions and decisions of young people around the world are very much connected to their role models, who happens to be celebrities. This is what we are highlighting today on Every Voice Matters. Every Voice Matters is a program of Fat Corner Project to educate and raise awareness of young people in Africa towards their expected roles in politics, in nation building, in governance, and leadership in their respective country. Today, we have 4 special guests, 4 exciting young Nigerians on the show who will be sharing their thoughts with us on the influence of African celebrities on our youth today. So, number 1, I have Anoluwapo Olusoji, who is a graduate of mass communication from Moshood Abiola Polytechnic, Abeokuta, Ogun State in Nigeria. He's an entrepreneur and a realist. I also have Adeniyi Marcus Adela, who is a graduate of microbiology, also from Moshood Abiola Polytechnic. He's an actor, he's a model, he's a compere, and a social media surfer. I also have Asheye Samuel, Abraham Adebayo, who is a graduate of computer science from Olabisi Onabanjo University, Ogun State, Nigeria. He's a consultant with Jumia, he's a real estate agent with Adron Homes, and he's also a comedian. So it's good to have a comedian on the show today. And lastly, I have Samuel Adebayo Abodunrin, who is a graduate of mass communication from Adekunle Ajayi University, Akubako, Ondo State, Nigeria. He's a radio presenter and producer, and he's one of our presenters on Fat Corner Project. He's a youth advocate and a social media enthusiast. So today we are discussing a very important topic. In Nigeria, we've seen increase in the number of celebrity leaked sex tapes, and this brings to the mind the question of why do these celebrities record their private moments? And is it that they are being blackmailed, or they just decided to risk their reputation for some sort of relevance, or are they trying to maintain relevance? Why do we have this negative trend right now?
Yeah, well, for me, I think the issue of having our celebrities get involved in poor or leaked sex tape is as a result of their, inability to, be matured enough to a very reasonable extent. Generally as humans, we have, people doing a lot of things. Ordinarily, personally, I am of the opinion that there is no need recording sexual activity for any reason. And now some people might decide to do that personally, but the moment you attain that name called celebrity, you should understand that you have become a substance, a public consumption. People now follow you. They want to see everything you do. They want to see everything that is, your activity. They want to follow you even when you don't want them to. So at that moment that you realize that you have become a celebrity that people are looking up to as role model, your life is no longer private. So at that moment, you should stop some activities. And I think celebrities that are involved in, sexual tapes being leaked are celebrities that do not, man up enough or, get to that stage of maturity where they can just stop doing some things for themselves. Now, talking about whether they are blackmailed or not. Now, I have two answers to that. Now, the issue of blackmailing is dependent on 2 factors. Now, if you have not recorded an act, you might not, nobody would have access to what you did record. And in the case that somebody did that, the angles at which the recording would have, come up from, people would be so sure that, fine, this person was recorded. And in that case, we know that, okay, this is a blackmail. Somebody is just trying to, use the celebrity to trend, because some people are also like that. They want to follow the celebrities, take their secret life and bring it to the public to gain relevance. I'm talking about people that owns blog, all these social media police and all. That is what they do. Now, but looking at the sex tapes that we've had in recent years, you will discover that these things are recorded majorly by the celebrities themselves. That alone is to show that they are into that act. You understand now? So blackmailing will only come when such videos get into the hands of someone who wants to trend. So it's a case of whether the celebrities are originally the recorder of the sex tape or whether somebody was stalking them to actually get their private life. Now, as celebrities, they also own a life. They have the right to, have their lovers. They have the right to have their sex with who they want to have sex with. Now, it is fine when they are not recording that and putting it up out there for people to see. So if somebody is actually stalking, then it is a case of blackmail. But in a case where they themselves record, then sometimes it is not blackmail. So now talking about using it as trend, to me personally, I believe that some things are not majorly for the propagation of themselves or for trending. No, there are sometimes that these people make mistakes. They are human too. Okay, they've recorded the video, maybe mistakenly, they want to upload something on their status and they just mistakenly upload it. Then somebody is following live. Immediately they upload, somebody was recording and that person got hold of the images before it was being deleted. So it is a mistake in that case. It's not like they want to trend with it. And seeing those videos, you will understand that this was a mistake. But now I think some of them are doing it deliberately to trend. Understand? And when they do that, from the angle of the recording, from the subsequent follow-ups of videos coming out, you would understand that this thing is no longer a mistake. This thing it was planned. It was a deliberate effort to just get into the discussions in town and get people to talk about them. And sometimes I think the fans are also responsible because the fans tend to, give these people excuses before they do. Now, in the case of the recent video of Oxlade, you discover that immediately the video was out, some girls have started hailing him already, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Then you now see people coming up with excuses that he wants to trend, he wants to do this, he wants to do that.
Yeah, so that shows that so celebrities are not the only problem. That shows the moral values even in the country. If people see those kind of content and they engage those kind of content and they are passing those kind of comments.
Celebrities.
So it shows that even moral values in the country as and this. I think maybe we are putting too much expectations on this celebrity. But let me bring you to the conversation, Abraham. So we've been talking about celebrities, and I think an important point that's been made is that it also depends on the people, their followers, to interpret their behaviors, their actions on social media, and know the right thing to do, the right celebrity to follow, and the right celebrity not to follow. So normally, do you expect celebrities to be good models for the youth, especially on social media, or is it that we are putting too much expectations on them? So if you are a celebrity, do you have this responsibility to be good on social media, to be good with your behaviors and everything you do?
Yeah, thank you very much. No, the media paints them picture perfect, but they are humans like us. So the media tend to portray that good side of them. They are humans. They break down. They have a moment, emotional moment, and the rest. But the pressure about becoming good every time is not possible. So it's not possible. They are humans. So we can't expect them to be good 24/7. I always say they've been inspirational to most kids and most youth. Let's talk about their positive side and the negative side. On the positive aspect, they help in social matters, emerging issues, they help in environmental issues, they help people out for the aspect of the homeless people, don't do the charity work, you get. So we can say they've had their own impacts. I know we can see their unhealthy habits, those ones with addiction, drug abuse, they see through everything. So you don't get to show that they are not perfect. So as my other people have said, we should know what we pick from them and what we'll not learn from them. No one is perfect, you feel. That's just it. No one is perfect. Yeah.
Thank you very much for that point. So we should look at both the positive side and the negative side. And on the positive side, we've seen celebrity lead youth advocacy. We've seen their intervention in political matters, in social matters. And I think what I want to take home from your points is that we should appreciate the ones that are doing fine, that are doing good, the ones that are having positive impact in the society, So we should appreciate those ones and follow those ones. And those ones that are sort of engaging in things that are not good, illicit acts, then we should know that these are not the type of role models we should pick. Let me come to you, Marcus. And Oluwapo will still come back to take that question. So on the flip side of the coin is that teenagers, young people, they see their role models on the internet doing drugs, drinking alcohol, participating in so many illicit activity, and these young people think that this is cool and that they should do it as well. And this has had negative impact on the society with the kind of behaviors that we see from young people. So what do you think that we can do about this problem?
Okay, thank you very much. Well, personally to me, I would say I would like to attend that by saying it all boils down to the kind of upbringing every one of us has. So irrespective of whoever is doing something, irrespective of the celebrity or not, I believe what is bad is bad. So depending on whoever is doing something, I think if you have a better upbringing, it will definitely be a watchguard for every one of us. So Wizkid, for example, is a celebrity to so many people, and is a role model to so many people. So because Wizkid is a role model to so many people does not mean if Wizkid commits murder, does not mean so many people should do it. So what is bad is bad. What is good, irrespective of who is doing it. So I just feel it all boils down to the upbringing every one of us has. That's answer that.
Okay, thank you, Marcus.
Okay, I want to just say one thing that I've been always wanting to say. I don't know where this video would go to, but first thing first, let us first talk about, the young shall grow. Okay, this our generation is already exposed to the media thing. What are the young girls coming at our back? Now, parents need to try and see how they can curb the children from getting exposed to social media at a very young age. We see 5 years old, 6 years old, 7 years old on YouTube, TikTok, and before you know, I know on those popular sites, you see flashes of sex enlargement videos popping up. If those children are being exposed to social media at a very tender age with their gadgets, they can. I know most our parents in Nigeria don't know what they call restricting the phone for canceling 18 things. You feel my point? So all of those pop-up sites will just be blocked out. So for the children that are coming up, they should try. Not all of them, they will start giving them phones at a very tender age, because that's where they get to see all these things, the celebrities and the rest that they are doing. You feel? So now, most of them now, before you know, the link of Oxlade sextape will pop out, a link. You will follow. Some people are it's like a link on Google, you see it's Oxlade stuff. You don't click on it. Before you know, you're already in a porn stuff. So for those children coming up, they should please try and see how we can talk about it. Children, 5 years old, what are you doing with phones? Without even a child of 9 years old, 10 years old getting depressed. Over what? What meant to be thinking? Not to sleep, eat, and go to school. Depressed about what? You see 10 years old children saying they are depressed. What are you depressed about? Because of social media. Understand? So you try, and that one is a very, very great
it's a very good point. And you know what makes it worse is that many of these parents giving phones to their young children, they don't even know how to adjust the setting such that those kids cannot see adult content. Thank you everyone for your contribution to the talk today. I think this is where we will put an end to it. And thanks to everyone watching. Please make sure you get involved with us by subscribing to our channels on Facebook and on YouTube. Fat Corner on Facebook and YouTube, FACT in uppercase and Corner in lowercase. And you can also send your email to info@fatcorner.org. Thank you to all my guests, and this is it for today's edition of Every Voice Matters. My name is Gideon Oguniye. See you next time.